first and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Mahomes hit, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. First carry for Nick Chubb. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Chiefs' 15-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack. Mayfield from the gun on third down. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across 5, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. And this is caught by Watkins. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They'll run it with Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes. It's Hill. Complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 first down. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down, right?
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Now Mayfield.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Williams. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward, and they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
180.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Emmanuel Ogbah showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Steps away to his left, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Damian Williams, the man he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. It's caught at the 10. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, the veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. The extra point up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A run for Nick Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They run it again with Chubb. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. On third down, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Mahomes now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, and now it's third down.
We got to step it up.
Mahomes to throw once more. And that's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the Chiefs' 45-yard line.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Right there. 54, right there.
Hey, I 7.
Shot deal. Hey, it's all right.
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second and a yard, Mahomes complete to tight end Kelsey. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. A big chunk of real estate covered on the scramble, but it will be third and goal. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage, but...
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Anthony Sherman taking it in as his guys are back within a single score. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Watch the whip. Check it back.
Kings! Done!
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, that'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Mayfield to throw it. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry. 39 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offense.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Justin Burris. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 11. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off. Not that time for Watkins. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the...
Entering, pause, entering, cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online. Entering, attention pop-up, your peer has conceded the game, exit game. Entering online hub screen, you have 5 options, quick match is selected. Entering, warning pop-up, you must first leave the online hub before the invite you've accepted takes effect. Once you leave, you'll automatically be taken to the invite session. Okay. Entering, online/team select, ready. Advanced settings, entering. Port. TCP, S, Hide, Oak John Greta, Nitty, Base, Adult, R, West Coast, R, 10, TC, Oak, Nitty, Nini, Minute, Maybe, Lars, Black A, Lars McVeigh selected, Black K, G, Dead, 10, Left, Sins, S, Hide, Oak John Greta selected, Edit uniform, entering edit uniforms, current color rush select, 2017's color rush alt, current color rush selected, ready.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Prescott looks to throw on first. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Prescott, and he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 37. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jalen Ferguson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Throwing on second and long. Prescott.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
You got three down.
26.
On third down, it's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A first down throw for Prescott. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Jason Witten, the intended target. And now it's second down. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Domata Peko racks up the sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Forbath now to kick it away after the made field goal. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Jackson now. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And give him a gain of 37.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about it. They took a shot. It worked. Now Jackson on first down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd and 1. Jackson flushed out right. He'll run it. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run here with Ingram. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Rolling to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here. Doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He's going to take off with it. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Flush to his right. He may try and run for, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Elliott on 1st down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Here's Elliott. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Elliott. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. The business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Right here, right here. Shift. Check 26, check 26.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Let's get off the field.
Now Jackson. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jihad Ward, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Prescott to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Buying time to his left. He'll let this go for the end zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some.
There goes Mark Ingram. He's at the 40, 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big effort that time out of Ingram. 75 yards. To throw is Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. There's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Throwing on second down. Jackson being chased out left. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And it's third down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about...
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Malik Collins in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they're not able to convert on fourth down. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. From the gun, Jackson out. And it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 74 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2. Prescott from the gun. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the side.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Collins picks up his second sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Steps away. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Jackson flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Arlington. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll look to run with Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 3rd and goal. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. On the move to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Again, it's Elliott. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Prescott. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Prescott now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. 1st down, Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish. This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for two, but weren't really sure they should go for two. Do we, don't we, do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up and kick the extra point.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Let's keep this. See this game, boy.
Entering, attention pop-up, your peer has been kicked for excessive griefing, exit game. Entering online hub screen, you have 5 options, quick match is selected.